Hey there folks, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Mezco Toys Spider-Man Homecoming Homemade Suit Spider-Man. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright guys, so we're going to start off with the accessories. Moving Spidey right out of the way. Like with all your Mezco figures, you get a Mezco stand. This is very sharp, I really like this. You got the Todd McFarlane style spider. Of course, this is what they use for the homemade suit, which is very, very nice to see. You got these kind of more rounded off legs. I really like the design of this spider. And same with any Mezco stand, you get the little foot peg right here that pops out, and you can use that hole to plug in your stand. This is a nice heavy duty stand. I use this for my Marvel Legends Vulture. Nice and strong. Sometimes you need to use these ones when your Mafex ones aren't enough. So I do recommend getting some of these Mezco stands for some heavy-duty figures. You get this kind of bendy wire web. Now, I did pick this up secondhand technically on eBay, but it was sealed. And I haven't really messed with this at all, but it is already starting to crack. I think I messed around with this like one time. Just to focus. But you can see like the paint on it is already starting to crack. I mean, there's only so much they can do, but that is a little unfortunate. As far as the rest of your webs, you get these. Very detailed webs. It's nice to see. I like it's a nice change of pace. They sound, I don't know, they feel kind of thin and flimsy. I don't know if I really like that, but doesn't feel as heavy duty as what we normally see from SH Figuarts or Mafex. And then you get this one. As far as the head goes, there we go. So you can see the stitching right in there, the texturing. This is about as accurate as it gets in this scale. The Marvel Legends isn't very accurate to begin with, and the SH Figuarts isn't very accurate. But these are separate pieces. You get the silver and the black and the white lenses in there. Some nice wrinkling throughout. I really like this head a lot. Very sharp. As far as your hands, you get a pair of thwipping hands, a pair of fisted hands. You can see the necessary details on there. One web gripping hand. This one is for Peter's right hand. And then you get a nice set of action wall crawling type of hands. And then you get, last but not least, your Peter Parker head. This one's not really my favorite Peter Parker head. At least Tom Holland Peter Parker. But it still looks really nice. The skin tone and the paintwork on it's really sharp. What I like to do, I'll go ahead and show you guys this right now. I like to pop this off. And here's the new head from the Final Swing Spider-Man from Marvel Legends. This one's got more of a matte finish as opposed to the previous one that came with the 2-pack. So this one fits on there really nicely because of that matte finish. So when you got that on there, that looks really sharp. I'll show you guys what that looks like more at the end. But right now we're going to pop that mask on. This suit is one of my favorites overall out of the live action Spider-Man suits. This is one of my favorites, and I think Mezco absolutely nailed it. I have the Hot Toys one from Far From Home, and I have this guy, and I love them both. They're really awesome. I love the soft goods. I think Mezco really knocked it out of the park. I love all four of my Mezco figures. And this one's no different. I really, really like it. I want to get my hands on the Stark suit someday, but I knew I had to get this one. It's been difficult to track it down because it is, in fact, a Mezco exclusive, if I'm not mistaken. But you can see that they got the nice web pattern throughout there, and the paintwork for the gauntlets, the wristband, and then the web shooters, and then the web cartridges. Everything's all there. You got the pockets, and then you got the scraped up spider logo. And then you can see where it's printed on for the zipper effect. And you got the socks. Shoes look really good. I love this guy. The only thing that would have been nice to see is some toe articulation. But even then, this guy's still really, really nice. His hood can be a little bit awkward at times, especially since you got this really big string and it's not posable or anything, so it kind of does its own thing. It is what it is, but I really like this guy. It doesn't have a whole lot going on, but I think that they just nailed it. It's one of my favorite Spider-Man costumes. Top 3 for me, personally. My actually list of Spider-Man suits might be surprising to some folk, and I plan on doing a video on that in the future, so stay tuned for that if you want to know my favorite Spider-Man costumes or my ranking of the Spider-Man suits. But as far as articulation goes, combined neck and head joints, you can move up this far. Don't really get much looking down action, but it is enough, I suppose. Your arms can move up very far. Very nice. There's no butterfly joint. You can get full rotation technically, but you don't really want to do that. You get bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, wrist rotation. You get a ball joint or a ball for the wrist, so you can do any sort of configuration that you need to. And then with the combined waist and diaphragm joints, you can lean back this much, lean forward that much. You get rotation of both, some nice pivoting. Your legs can move out about that far. I wouldn't push it any more than that. Go up this far, back just a little bit. Thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and your ankles can move around. I wouldn't mess with this too much, but get some downward action, just not really anything up, and then you get your ankle pivot. So yeah, guys, the articulation on this guy is a little bit limited, of course, because it's a Mezco, and then it's a little bit limited because it's soft goods. But I think that this guy has just enough articulation to really get him to do whatever you need to. He's not going to be the crazy, superposable Spider-Man, but you can get him in some really solid stuff. But we're actually going to take a look at some size comparisons. So let's move on to that. Alright guys, so for the first set of size comparisons, here's Ned and Peter from the Marvel Legends 2-pack. Here's your Marvel Legends Vulture, the Target exclusive version, and the Mafex Homecoming Spider-Man with a few tweaks to it. Here is the SH Figuarts Homemade Suit Spider-Man and the SH Figuarts Stark Suit Spider-Man. And here's a couple of my customs, my custom Homemade Suit Spider-Man and my custom unused Civil War Suit Spider-Man. And lastly, here's the Sentinel Peter B. Parker. His glasses fell off, so there's that. My bad, folks. I forgot to show you guys the figure with the unmasked head on there from the Marvel Legends figure. And I'm also going to show you some size comparisons with my other 3 Mezcos. So, let's take a look. So here he is compared to the Mezco Thor Ragnarok Thor on the left, although he's got some work done to him. He's more of a custom now. And then on the right here he is compared to the Netflix John Bernthal Punisher, my boy right there. So there he is compared to those two. And for the very last size comparison, here he is compared to my custom Mezco 1978 Michael Myers figure. But alright guys, that's about it. I really recommend this figure. It's going to be hard getting it, unfortunately, but if you have the ability to pick it up, I definitely recommend it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, notification bell. All of that would be greatly appreciated if you decide to do so. And of course, until next time, true believers.